Welcome back to the #1 TV show in the world, everybody. I am Brian Lee Durfee, author of The Forgetting Moon and The Blackest Heart, both books published by Simon & Schuster's Saga Press. Today I'm going to show you my entire John Irving book collection. This is one of my favorite writers, has been for a long time, most of my life. I've been collecting his books for ages. Well, ages, I don't know. I was ever since The World According to Garp, anyway. And I probably bought that in the early 90s. I know it came out in the mid 70s or something, but I didn't become an Irving fan until about the mid 90s. Anyway, let's talk about it. One of our an American treasure is John Irving. One of our great literary writers, just has written some of the great family sagas of our generation. In fact, that's kind of what he's known for. It just takes something like in the Hotel New Hampshire, or in his newest book, The Last Chairlift, or even in the Cider House Rules, which I reviewed on this channel. Just a family saga. They start 40 and 40. We watch this family grow and fall apart and have drama through 40 years or something of turmoil and life experience and all that. That's kind of the John Irving trope. I mean, even in the Cider House Rules, when he's talking about orphans, it's still kind of like a family saga, this orphanages. And each one of these books has a different twist on that trope. And it's a lot about he writes a lot of other themes, like a lot of the other themes that we come through in his book are like sexual freedom, liberal thinking, family. Well, I've already mentioned the family drama scene. Let's just talk about the books. Let's pull them out one at a time, because I've got some great copies. I've got the anniversary edition of The World According to Garp, maybe his most famous of all of his books, or the one he's known for. Just, a great little novel there. My favorite of all of his books is The Hotel New Hampshire. I just delighted in every word of this book. In fact, it's my favorite. I've got, not only do I have a hardcover, I actually have a little paperback of The Hotel New Hampshire. The Cider House Rules, I reviewed this one not long ago on the channel. You can check out that review by just typing in my last name, Durfee. The Cider House Rules. The review will magically appear on your computer. Prayer for Owen, Meanie. I talk about this one I've mentioned this book several times in other book reviews I've done. It's just a weird book. I've got the Son of the Circus. And I actually haven't read this one in a long time. Widow for 1 year. I've got The Fourth Hand, a very bizarre book, that. This one's really cool. Until I Find You. I remember reading this when it came out. About maybe 20 years ago that one came out. Probably not that long, maybe 15 years ago. And then he's got The Last Night on Twisted River. Great book here. In One Person. This one was an interesting read because it was sort of about, the whole transgender thing. Avenue of Mysteries. And The Last Chairlift. That's my John Irving collection. I've read all these. Some of them I read a long time ago. I haven't read since then. So a lot of the storylines for each individual book are fuzzy in the memory. Some of them that I've read several times, like The Hotel New Hampshire, Cider House Rules. I just did read this one. So there's several that I've read 2 or 3 times each. Some of them I've just read once. But we will be rereading all of them for the channel and giving much more detailed and better reviews later on than just me holding up the book and saying, here it is. It's a book and I own it. No, we will be doing a review of all of these eventually on the channel, so you can look forward to that. But anyway, that's my John Irving book collection right there.